Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. You are here for a special meeting of the Local Agency Formation Commission of the County of Kern. It is September 28th, 2016. We're going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. Clerk, if you could please do the roll call.
Commissioner Fowler,
Present.
Commissioner McKibben,
Present.
Commissioner Scrivener, Commissioner Sanders,
Present.
Commissioner Rivera,
Here.
Commissioner Mello,
Here.
Commissioner McGuire,
Here.
Commissioner Couch,
Here.
Commissioner Garola.
Present.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you could all please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Could I have Councilmember Garola lead us, please? Thank you. Commissioners, before you have minutes for our August 24th meeting, as well as the minutes of our September 12th, 2016 meeting, special meeting. If I, without objection or changes, if I could get a motion for that.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Please cast your votes.
All ayes, motion passed.
Thank you. Next item are public comments. This portion of the meeting is reserved for persons desiring to address the commission on any matter not on this agenda and over which the commission has jurisdiction. Speakers are limited to 2 minutes. Please state your name and address for the record before making your presentation. Does any member of the public wish to make a statement? Seeing none, we will move on to item 6, public hearings. Item 6A, Bell Ridge Water Storage District. This is a sphere of influence amendment. Is there a staff presentation on this?
There is.
Take it away.
Thank you. This is a request for a decrease in the district sphere. At your last meeting, you approved a detachment from this district, and a few months ago, you approved an annexation of the same area to the Lost Hills Utility District. So this area is no longer receiving services from the Bell Ridge Water Storage District. So it is recommended that you approve this amendment to their sphere of influence. Thank you.
Thank you. Does any member of the public wish to comment on this item? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the commission for comment and action.
Motion.
Second.
Please cast your votes.
All ayes, motion passed.
Next item is 7A, public project review for the City of Bakersfield, north of the River Sanitary District, and the County Service Area number 71. Ms. Moore.
Thank you. This is for a proposed reorganization of approximately 32 acres of vacant land. This includes an annexation to the City of Bakersfield, an annexation to north of the River Sanitary District, as well as a detachment from CSA number 71. It's vacant land. As you can see, it's located south of 7th Standard, and it's a county island. It's surrounded by the City of Bakersfield on 3 sides and by the City of Shafter on the north end. The area has been pre-zoned residential and commercial, which is consistent with other zoning and land use designations in the area. The city's adopted a mitigated negative declaration for the project, and I'm asking that you consider a notice of exemption for the detachment part of the proposal. So I ask that you consider their the notice of exemption, that you consider their negative declaration. The proposal has 100% landowner consent. Therefore, the applicant, which is the City of Bakersfield, the main applicant, has requested that protest hearing and notice be waived as allowed by law. So I recommend that you consider the environmental documents and that you approve the proposal waiving notice and hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Moore. Does any member of the public wish to comment on this item? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the commission for comment and action.
Move approval.
Second.
Please cast your votes.
All ayes, motion passed.
Next item is 7B, annexation number 668 for the city of Bakersfield. Ms. Moore.
Thank you. This annexation is just for a small strip of less than 1 acre of landscaping, and this is really just a cleanup annexation. When this area was annexed back in 2007, the map was drawn and it left this area out. So there is, the city is using the adopted negative declaration that they used for this, the larger annexation. And so it's recommended that you consider that environmental document and that you approve this proposal. It has 100% landowner consent, so that you approve it waiving notice hearing and protest hearing as allowed by the state law. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Moore. Does any member of the public wish to comment on this item? Quiet bunch. Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the commission for comment and action.
Move approval.
Mr. Chairman, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand from our packet that there's no landowner listed in the assessor's roll. Could you explain how it can have 100% consent without that?
Well, the landowner, the assessor's office doesn't list a landowner. However, the landowner is Ball Fans, I believe. And they have requested, so we do have a consent letter from the person that owns it and from the person that the city shows as the landowner. But because there's no value, there's no assessed value to it, the assessor's office has not listed a landowner. Thank you.
I asked the same question of Rebecca today. Thank you.
Thank you, commissioners. We have a motion.
Second.
Please cast your votes.
Yes.
All ayes, motion passed.
Next item is 7C, an extension of services outside the boundaries of the Lamont Public Utility District. Ms. Moore.
Thank you. This is a proposal requesting that the commission authorize the Lamont Public Utility District to provide services. I'm sorry, did you? Okay. That they authorize them to provide services outside of their boundaries. So they have submitted an annexation for this area. However, the annexation process takes 4 to 6 months to come to hearing and then a couple of months after that to complete. And the landowners in this area need a reliable source of water. Their wells have gone dry and they need water. And in order for the district to begin running the lines and providing them service, they need some sort of recommendation from us or authorization from us to actually provide those services prior to the annexation happening. So Government Code Section 56133 allows for this in cases of emergencies. And it allows for LAFCo to authorize this service to happen in the anticipation of an annexation. And since they've already submitted an application for annexation, you can make that finding. So the district has adopted a notice of exemption for this project, and I recommend that you authorize the district to provide those services outside of their boundaries, knowing that they have a proposal in for annexation and that the area will eventually be within the district boundaries. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Moore. Does any member of the public wish to comment on this item?
My name's Mark Nichols. I'm the interim general manager at Lamont, and I didn't want you to have a meeting, not have anybody talk to you, so I decided to come on down. And I've sat on your side, and it gets boring up there. We have some pretty desperate people out there without water. The board has prepared plans and specs, and we awarded the actual contract at our meeting on Monday night. So there will be a pipe in the ground and water accessible to these people in a couple of months, and they're coming to our meetings and beating us up, and we really could not have a situation of having water available but not being able to serve them. So I'm here to answer any questions and urge your approval. We'll probably have a similar type of annexation here every next year, as an area called El Adobe has a similar problem, and we'll be pursuing that in the future.
Thank you. Do any of my colleagues have any comments on this item? I think it's great news. We wish you the best out there. Could I get a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Please cast your votes.
All ayes, motion passed.
Thank you.
Come again, please. Feel free. Next item is 9A. Under general business, we have approval of claims list number 16-08.
Second.
Thank you. Please cast your votes.
All ayes, motion passed.
Thank you. Next item is 9B, appointing a voting delegate for the California LAFCo Conference. I will start by asking, who's going? We have 3 folks going? Okay. Since she's to my left and my favorite, I'm appointing Ms. Mello. I'm just kidding.
Chairman Rivera,
Oh, I'm sorry.
sorry, it doesn't have this in the memo, and I apologize. Would you mind also appointing an alternate?
Can we have 2 alternates?
Sure.
Let's appoint 2 alternates. You 2 interested? Okay. Perfect. Consider it done. We need a vote. Do we need a vote on that? Okay. Could I have a motion from the commission to appoint our delegates and alternates, please?
Motion.
I'll second.
Please cast your votes.
All ayes, motion passed.
Next item is closed session. Approval of closed session minutes. Do we, you know what, that's unfamiliar to me. Are we approving those out here? We're doing them inside. Okay. Then I will entertain a motion to adjourn to closed session.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. We are adjourned.